FURPS is a useful framework for managing non-functional requirements, or NFRs, in software projects. When managing requirements, teams often focus heavily on functional requirements, what the system should do. However, FURPS helps ensure that quality-related requirements are identified, documented, prioritized, and tracked alongside functional ones. It brings structure and visibility to areas that are often overlooked. In requirements management, the F in FURPS stands for functionality. From a management perspective, this means clearly defining not only features, but also security rules, data validation, and compliance needs. Requirement managers must ensure that these quality-related functional aspects are traceable to business goals. For example, a regulatory requirement for data encryption must be captured, prioritized, and verified like any other requirement. Usability requirements must also be actively managed. These include ease of navigation, accessibility standards, language support, and training documentation. When managing requirements, usability should not remain vague. Instead of saying the system should be user-friendly, requirement managers should define measurable criteria, such as new users should complete onboarding within 5 minutes without assistance. Reliability requirements need to be clearly defined, measurable, and monitored. In requirement management, this involves specifying uptime percentages, backup frequency, failover mechanisms, and recovery time objectives. For example, a requirement may state that the system must achieve 99.9% availability. Managing this requirement includes tracking it from design to deployment and validating it during testing. Performance requirements are often missed unless proactively managed. Requirement managers should define response times, throughput limits, and scalability targets early. For instance, specifying that the system must support 10,000 concurrent users with response times under 2 seconds prevents ambiguity. These requirements must be documented, prioritized, and validated through performance testing. Supportability requirements focus on maintainability, configurability, and testability. When managing requirements, teams should define expectations around code standards, logging, monitoring, and documentation. For example, a requirement may state that all services must provide detailed error logs for troubleshooting. These requirements reduce long-term operational costs and technical debt. Using FURPS during requirement elicitation ensures comprehensive coverage. During workshops or stakeholder interviews, requirement managers can use FURPS as a checklist. They can ask questions like, what security constraints exist? What availability level is required? How fast must the system respond? This structured approach prevents gaps in requirement discovery. FURPS also supports prioritization. Not all non-functional requirements carry equal weight. For example, a financial system may prioritize reliability and security, while a gaming app may emphasize performance and usability. Requirement managers must work with stakeholders to rank FURPS categories based on business value and risk. Traceability is another key aspect of managing FURPS-based requirements. Each non-functional requirement should be traceable from business objective to system design to test case. For example, a performance goal tied to customer satisfaction should link to load testing scenarios. Traceability ensures accountability and really prevents quality requirements from being ignored. In Agile environments, FURPS requirements should be integrated into backlogs rather than kept separate. They can appear as acceptance criteria, enablers, or technical stories. Managing them means ensuring they are visible in sprint planning, reviews, and retrospectives. Teams should track whether reliability, usability, and performance targets are improving over time. Ultimately, managing requirements using FURPS ensures balance between features and quality. It provides a structured way to capture, document, prioritize, validate, and trace non-functional requirements. By actively managing FURPS categories, teams reduce risks, improve stakeholder satisfaction, and deliver systems that are not only functional, but also secure, usable, reliable, high-performing, and maintainable.